Welcome to another episode of The Adventures of Danny and Mike, wherein the fellas discuss Jeremy getting robotic, the long con, and we answer more questions from you. Now play the music, Scoots.
Are you ready for some hot podcast action? Oh, yeah.
Can I just be ready for some regular podcast action?
Yeah, I don't need any of that.
What about just medium podcast action or even low?
Jeremy, are you okay? Do you need to talk about
Everything is going great. Call 1-347-470-8150 for some hot podcast action.
Are you doing this for your voice reel?
Yeah,
it's not good. You gotta work on that.
You got to work on that.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
This is, I guess, this is the work.
It was like a little grovelly and a little like it was a little too wet.
how about movie title? Welcome to the Danny and Mike podcast.
Okay,
now you
Wolfman.
sound like
It also makes me cough when I do it.
No, it was the journalist and the sports journalist.
Oh, Hunter S. Thompson.
No, in New York. Guy
Walter
talks like this.
Not Walter Cronkite.
No.
Yeah, I think I know what it was called. He was called Welcome to the Adventures of Danny and Mike. To my right, Mr. Michael C. Morona.
Hello.
And to his right, Mr. Danny Tamborelli.
Just Danny Tamborelli. There, you don't have to sing.
That's what I said. Danny Tamborelli.
Let's not do that.
And my name is Jeremy. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We do appreciate it. What's up, gentlemen?
Oh, hello.
How are you?
We're feeling.
How
our
are you
oats.
doing there, buddy? It's been a bit.
Doing good.
Back
Doing
in the
good.
back in the podcast saddle, and let's get right to it. We love you, people. We want to give you the good stuff.
I like that your cast has seemed to have more
Of a yellowish tint,
It's
like
a
you've
little
been
more.
smoking
It's a little
cigarettes.
more yellow, and there's some more tats on it.
Yeah. Yeah,
I finally signed your tattoo.
yes.
Your tattoo. Wow.
my God.
I can't talk. I'm running on. I have gotten 4 hours of sleep in 2 nights. I'm fucked up.
What are you
My
so
brain is
excited
shut up.
about, bro?
Nothing. Kate's not been feeling well, so she's been up all night, which means I've been up all night.
I'm sorry, bud.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
you guys could, try.
Scoonjilly Clint.
Sleeping on the couch.
No, meditation. I was gonna say. Why don't you let me finish my sentence?
No. Meditation ain't gonna fix this. Prescriptions are gonna fix that.
Whoa.
Boy. That's not fun at all.
Doctor, give me the news. I got a
Stomach that won't go away. Could
bad
be
case of
an ulcer
stomach
too.
flu. It's a
really?
bad case of stomach flu.
A
You did, I
bad-
was batting that up for you to dunk. and
Also,
you gave me
we're
nothing.
the musical component
Wait
of
a
this,
second.
not you
Wait.
guys.
We are
a second.
Thunder,
Oh, I'm
and
sorry.
you're the medical
So,
guy.
yeah, if you
okay,
guys not do that, that'd be
Yeah.
Sure.
This is the last podcast that we're going to record before I get surgery.
the last podcast network.
Before you will have metal put in your body
That's
for the
right.
rest of your fucking life, Jeremy.
Titanium.
No, hey, does this mean that he will have to take a different lane at the
anytime
airport?
we go to the airport, are you
Yeah. You're
gonna
gonna slow
set
us
off
down.
the fucking alarms
You're
now?
gonna slow us down.
I believe that's going to be
You ever
the
see-
case.
Son of a
You ever see
bitch.
Penn and Teller get killed? It's one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie. He's going through the metal detector at the airport and he keeps fucking with him. Oh, it's genius. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, I don't. I remember the show that they did at.
He said
No,
he
this
just
is a
he's
film.
like,
Oh,
he's
is
like
this just
feature
a
film.
Oh, wow. I don't remember that.
throwing pennies as he goes through or something.
He gets a ball bearing and puts it in his pocket. He rolls it through. It's gorgeous. It's you won't stop laughing
Mike's,
for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, YouTube pick for the week.
Well, no, Mike's YouTube pick for the week came last week when he sent the snippet of
The Pope of Greenwich
Pope of
Village.
Greenwich Village.
The
which
cop shit his pants.
I have to watch the whole movie now.
It's a wonderful film. It's an
But
unbelievable film.
those series of events really, really fucking made me smile and just like completely feel. I got a fucking ticket today parking because I closed the door and I didn't check, and the muni meter flipped over, the paper flipped over, so it says
You gotta do
ticket,
that.
like it says ticket, like flipped over. So I have it, so I probably won't pay for it because I'll just send it in and be like, no, I did. It's just the wind, but. Fuck! I just knew what this guy was going through, getting tickets and getting your car towed and getting pissed off at the cop for
You were
not
able to
cutting you some slack.
You're able to relate.
Woo. Yeah, I don't know if I would be that ballsy though, is to find out where the guy drinks and put X-Lax in his drink.
Oh, I don't. That's from that movie. Is that what
Spoiler alert! Yeah,
you- Yeah. Thanks for spoiling it for me. Now
I'm
not
sorry. The
gonna watch it.
1978 or 1982 movie. right?
Yeah.
It was between 78 and 82 is my
Mike,
guess.
It
based on the
was
film.
Mike's
1983.
There you go.
Close.
I'm not going to fact check it. I'm going to assume you're right.
Not bad.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the last hurrah of my
1984.
non-robot foot. Well, that's close.
Non-robot foot.
Yep. So tomorrow's the big day. Gonna get cut up. Gonna get a plate and 2 screws is what I hear.
Right.
But
But they
you-
have to re-break it then
Can you
because like
do-
it's not
Can you
healing
do
properly?
two plates and one screw instead?
I'm going to ask for 2 girls and then just the 1 cup.
Oh boy.
No,
You're-
it's not
Wow.
working, is it?
Wow.
Didn't work?
Hope-
Okay.
I hope your girlfriend doesn't listen to this.
How about a
She
how about a
does.
salad?
Oh, she does listen to it? Interesting, Marlo.
Hi.
Hey, 1 year anniversary. Look at you, big
Ooh,
boy.
Look at that.
Look at you.
Yeah, we did a med update on the last episode, but yeah, that ties right in with feeling good.
Did it
You're
work?
strong in the relationship here
Very
with my
good.
gal. Yeah.
That's the pewter anniversary.
Shout out to
Pewter
Modern.
anniversary.
Yeah, number one year.
Okay.
Shout out to Modern Love, which is where we went for dinner. One of my favorite vegan spots here in the Brooklyn. We had so much good food, and it was a great time. Thanks for bringing that up. So
Just figured I'd
Appreciate
throw it out there while we're talking about 2 girls and 1 cup and their girlfriend.
well, that's not. Maybe I went too far.
Possibly, you possibly went 1 girl and 1 cup too far.
No, but the
Am I right?
No, you're right. His
Definitely,
math
yeah.
checks out.
yeah. Not only is he a steel trap for a brain, but
But you have a steel
math's
trap
pretty
for a foot now.
Yeah.
So what's
His foot is
what's
going to
your
be
time? What's your
Jabberjaw
time frame?
from
Jabberjaw
from Masters of the Universe.
Oh my God.
it's at the metal teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was always wondering what would happen if he ever got his hands on Orko. Like Orko would be dead, dude. How did Orko not die ever? Like I know he's a magician and all that, but how did nobody just grab Orko and be like wham, 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 wham?
Yeah, he has bones just like us. I mean, you could snap his neck.
Yeah, he must breathe, even though I can't see any part of his face, just his eyes.
Sketchy. Yeah, so I'm gonna be a robot. And what else?
What are they going to
We're gonna
do?
vape.
So,
We're gonna vape out of Jeremy's foot. It's disgusting.
so what happens when they fasten you together? Do you not need the cast anymore, or what are they going to? How are they going to do this? You're going to have stitches for a while, and like
There was a couple. Yes, there will definitely be stitches. There'll definitely be swelling and pain. They said it'll take about a week to just stay off my feet and do nothing. So I think and he said probably after a week you can go back to work, but it's a play it by ear thing.
I
so.
don't know about that. I think we want you to relax and
Yeah, we don't
produce
look.
produce maybe half of
I was
the
gonna
number
say
of
it's
podcasts.
primo
that-
podcast time. Yeah,
Yeah.
during my
we
recovery.
don't want the
The legacy of Scooch
we don't
to
want
be.
we don't want the blood on the sock thing to happen to you in like elementary. You
Wait,
know what I mean?
Are you saying that
Yeah, you know what I'm
Jeremy
saying.
is
Randy
planning
Johnson?
to lose $75 million of the state of Rhode Island's money to develop a shitty video game and then become a right-wing podcast and / radio host?
Shilling.
Shilling for dollars.
Ugh.
Deep track, it's a playoff baseball season, so that's a good reference. It's
What?
solid.
I'm sorry. We're
Solid,
Mets fans.
guys.
We
I'm
don't
a
know
Reds
anything
fan. That's
about-
even worse.
Yeah, playoffs.
Reds haven't seen it in
Baseball starts
several
in May.
years. Yeah, but basketball
And
starts.
ends
That's
in
my
June.
favorite. So yeah, and ends in June.
Baseball starts in May and ends in June.
Yeah.
I remember looking at my little cousin. I was at City Field right before we went on our honeymoon,
Sorry, kid.
and it was like 4. They were like they'd been on their first big skid where they've dropped below 500, and they were like 5 games below 500. And I looked at him. I was like, "Do you think they're ever going to hit 500 again?" And he's like, "No way, man." And I was like,
By the time
"I
they
don't
got
think
back,
so either."
by the time they got back from their honeymoon, the Mets were
The
like
Mets were so done.
they're mathematically
They were
eliminated.
they were definitely. It was a rough. Yeah, it was rough to be a Mets fan this
How
year.
did they go from two years removed from a World Series appearance to sub 500? It's I guess they just got all their players taken. I don't know.
No, man, it's
I don't
just
know
the
about the
curse of the
Mets.
Mets.
Yeah.
It's the curse of the Mets.
Simple
It's
as
just
that.
It will always be like this.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Somehow in '69 it was too early for a curse. '86 might have been when the curse happened. Somehow someone did something somewhere.
We'll never know.
Sacrificed something. Blood was spilled in the back. In the
Yankees
dugout.
jersey was dug
Something.
in the field
Oh,
of
dude.
Mets Stadium.
Wow.
Do you remember? No,
Oh, I know. I do remember that. Yeah, absolutely.
The-
They caught it though.
They did catch it because That's
Someone
what
always
you do. You're
talks.
fucking always talking.
Someone always
Someone
talks.
had just kept
Yeah.
their fucking mouth shut.
Oh yeah, that could have been.
That's
It would've
exactly
been-
like
it
the
would've been
Lufthansa.
beautiful.
It's just like the Lufthansa heist, actually.
But then again, how would I mean? The only time they will find it, if it's even in a condition to find, would be when they tear it down 120 years
Yeah,
afterwards.
that doesn't matter though. Then what happens is you keep your mouth shut. It's done,
Mm.
and then you say it.
Oh.
Because then
'Cause then
there's
nobody
nothing they
can
can do
refute it.
about
Yeah,
it.
I get
And you
you.
can be like, oh, that didn't really happen. You'd be like, yeah, it did
I have
happen.
pictures.
Here's pictures of me
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
it. You know what I mean? Like
I think
that could
you
have been
I
that could
think
have
you
been
wait
such
till
a
the-
sick setup.
You
and
wait,
like,
yeah, that's true. It's a long con.
It would have been it would have been one of the best long cons.
So what
if
you
only that construction worker had thought 5 fucking more minutes
He was-
on how good it was going to be.
he was trying
He would've done it
He was
right.
trying to brag in front of his friends.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's hard. I mean, that's a foundation shaking, barring better terms.
Red Sox jersey implanted in Yankee Stadium during construction of the new building that will never get knocked down until
That's like some putting some utz in the foundation of Grippo's plants.
But
Anywho.
anywho,
yeah.
so yes, we covered the foot, we covered the surgery.
Mhm.
What else we
Are
want?
you
Cover the
are you
meds.
covered 80%, 20%?
90, I think.
That's great.
90-10, huh?
Yeah,
90-10.
thanks
Good.
for the
Yeah.
good. See,
Thank you,
it's not always that people get to join unions and they give you certain benefits. Not all the time, of course.
I feel like if not to go on a big pro union rant here, which I totally will, but I feel like a lot of the anti-unioners, if they just were in a way that they could choose, be like, let me try this, and let me try this. There's no competition. They keep you safe. They pay you better. You get insurance. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It's people's POVs more than anything. I think the people that are, shitting on it.
Uh-huh.
anyway,
Particularly people that work in our unions that, on Facebook talk shit about it, but still reap the benefits of everything. But it's their,
I can't-
politically motivated moves
I'm guessing
or
that
whatever.
I'm guessing that our tour wouldn't have happened if we didn't have a union because Jeremy wouldn't have had that health coverage to be
True.
able to access in
Man,
major
thank
major
you
cities.
very much to Last Podcast Network and their wonderful insurance that they have.
Oh, those
for us.
guys give us insurance?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I guess
I'll
I can
just
stay
say
on their insurance
Local
until
666.
until I'm 57.
That's a great idea.
Well, actually, no, we have our own 420 Bofo.
We each have our own.
That's right.
Hey, Mike, your hair's really flowy today.
Thanks, man.
Like, you ain't-
The humidity has been high. I've
Yeah.
been working out on a farm this whole week on
Ooh.
an unspecified project that includes some actors that I'm really excited are working together. I can't wait to see how the project
Where was the
turns out.
farm?
If I told you that, you'd be able to figure everything out.
Oh, okay.
Let's just say Queen's Farm because it's one I'm familiar with.
Let's just say a farm.
Were there cows on the farm?
There were cows on the farm. There's
Were you able to get mushrooms from the poop?
from the
of the
piles.
cows?
No, but I did inspect some piles and I FaceTimed Gerard some piles. I
you?
FaceTimed with Gerard. I FaceTimed with Gerard some piles and with the geese. There was some geese and with some sheep. Oh, the sheep were very, very soft. And I didn't see any chickens whatsoever, which is good. He likes chickens though. Whenever we're doing Old McDonald, he always likes to get rid of chickens right away.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You
and
get
on
that
that-
right off the bat.
On that farm, he had some right away. He's like chickens. It's like his first. And I read
It's gonna be a fun word to say. Chickens.
I read today that just today that the average American consumption of chicken has tripled in the past few years. That's nuts.
Is that because people are starting to not eat red meat?
Healthier option.
Who
It's a
knows?
healthier option. Yeah.
Who knows? All that I know is that the chicken producers of America have been ready to shove that stuff in our food hole. So
That's a weird thing for me. I don't know if I can ever eat chicken again.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just the practices of getting that to your table is just disgusting to me.
Well, depends on where you get it from.
yeah, you why you
Don't
you
buy
pluck-
don't buy Tyson's chicken nuggets and
Oh yeah,
you'll be okay.
yeah. The pink stuff.
Go to-
Pink stuff. Yes,
The pink stuff.
Yeah.
Gross.
I'll stick to my Morningstar buffalo chicken nuggets
I'll
made
tell
of
you what. There's plenty of delicious
a Labrador.
substitute meats these days.
That's right. That's right. Speaking of substitute meats, There's no segue to the attached to that
Speaking of
whatsoever.
substitute meats,
Zero.
I
Jeremy's
want to go
band-
somewhere with it.
Jeremy's other band is playing in Gowanus tonight.
Substitute meats.
Substitute meats.
No, I thought that that maybe we this has nothing to do with substitute meats, but maybe we get into some voicemails. What do you
Oh,
think
these are
about that?
substitute segments then.
Well, there you go.
We'll
Yeah,
listen
I mean,
to other people talk and we'll evaluate what they say and
Right.
speak back to them.
It's a clip show, is what you're trying to say. It's a clip
We're
show.
having an audio clip show.
Yeah, and we haven't done them in a while, and we typically do them on minis, so this will be like a bonus extended cut, if you will. What do you think, fellas? You want to get into them?
Yeah, bro.
You want to do it?
Bring it on.
All right, here's the number one.
Hey, the adventure with Danny and Mike. I can't believe I'm part of your adventure today, guys. Oh, sorry. It's John Watts. Long-time listener, first-time caller. From Mike Verona. Did you get to keep that E-Man head, or, man, remember how Josh was crazy? Johnny, you on the phone? Johnny, don't hang up the line. Bob's picking me up from the Gorilla concert. She's
What?
supposed to be calling when she's on the way. Mom, I'm in the middle of an important adventure right now. Don't embarrass me. Okay.
What was- hold it right there. What was the question for me, Jeremy?
Well, again, the dictation. On
I just love that people call up like, I'm going to do a bit. Let's do a bit.
But also they got their mom to do the bit, which is good.
I don't know. I think that's the same person, man. I think he's just going back and forth.
The bit, very good bit.
It's a real good bit.
This says first time calling for Mike Morona. Could you text Manny? Play Memory Motel Radio. But obviously that's not what he said. It's just the translation.
Memory Motel. Memory Motel is a Rolling Stones song.
Okay.
Part of your adventure today, guys. Oh, sorry. It's John Watts. Long-time listener, first-time caller. From Mike Verona. Did you get to keep that E-Man head, or,
Did you
man, remember how Josh was crazy?
keep the He-Man hat?
Human head, I thought he said.
Human head?
Did you get to
From
keep the
E-Man Heart?
I didn't
Yeah,
get
it's
to
tough to
keep
hear
any
you
human.
there,
I don't
but-
have any human heads. Anyway,
For the listeners, if
Play-
you want
play
to
the
call
rest.
in, you
Lots of-
can at
You have to-
347-470
Yeah.
8150.
but don't talk into a tin can like this guy. Keep
Yeah,
going.
you gotta
What's the craziest thing that's ever happened to the Jones concert?
Okay, that's for you.
That's
What's
easy. The craziest thing, I'll answer this one, Dan. The craziest thing that ever happened in a Jounce concert is that Mike Morona died.
not true because you're still here.
Okay.
Craziest moment that happened at a Jones show, we played my college on Halloween, Hampshire Halloween.
Oh, okay.
And it's a very psychedelic party that happens. It's lots of people
Theme type thing.
lots of people thinking on in a fifth dimension sort of way.
Okay.
Everybody does drugs. Everybody's doing acid or mushrooms, and it's a fucking crazy psychedelic party. And we played Alice Cooper's "Feed My Frankenstein" from Wayne's World.
Wayne's World soundtrack.
Nice.
And like half the people who are in this like tent all got up on stage with us, and like it was just a moment. And
Yeah.
while I couldn't participate psychedelically at the moment because I can't do that and play, it's difficult.
Interesting.
But I had that. I felt like I was tripping because everyone else was, and they all jumped on stage.
Nice.
That's a moment that I will not forget ever.
Nice.
That is a freaky thing to
And
happen at a
I mean,
Jounce.
and playing "Feed My Frankenstein." That was the
yeah.
only time we've ever done that, and I should bring that back
Yeah.
for a Halloween show.
Hungry for Love, and it's
Feeding time.
thank you.
Here's the rest of that.
Yeah, what is his
Hello, Bob, is that you? Are you here? I'm still here. I'm on the phone, Mom.
what does his mom say?
Oh, sorry, Johnny. Hurry up, though. I don't want to miss sunshine in a bag. That's my yoga team. Mom, seriously?
What's
Yoga
sunshine in a
team?
bag?
You're going to embarrass me in front of the guys like this? I'm sorry, guys. I got to go eat. Have fun on your next adventure.
I'm glad I could. He said, "Have fun in your next adventure." I'm glad that we
I'm
could.
into the bits, man.
Yeah.
There's something about
Way
it.
to
I'm into it.
I'm
Thank
glad
you.
we could
for-
help. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that, you know what that is? That's editing. Like he didn't. That wasn't. That's him doing both things, and then he's stepping
Not-
on each other's lines, and that's like,
Well, it's improvising. I don't know if it's editing.
oh, I think
Yeah.
that's edited. I think
Huh?
I think that's why it sounds the way it does. It gets played back.
I don't think
into
that's
the-
how voicemails work. But,
Yeah, pretty
I'm
sure.
sure it is.
Pretty
If you
sure that's
if you
not
have
how
an
they.
MP3 on your computer that you've edited and you press play,
Yeah, but I don't know how. Maybe. I don't know.
Don't tell me I'm wrong.
But
until I'm fucking wrong.
It's not it's not how it typically works. I'll say that.
Well, if you listen back to it, that's the same person doing both voices, and they're stepping on each other.
Oh,
so
there
I
you
don't
go.
know how you can
Interesting.
do that.
Okay,
Okay.
good call.
Without-
good call.
without
Good analysis.
My audio analysis.
Okay.
S-
This is in some
my
expert audio analysis. Let's cue up the next one.
This one is long, so if we want to just get to the questions and skip ahead, we
Go
can do
for it,
but
go
just
for it.
Here it comes.
Hey, Danny and Mike and guys. Big fan, have been since the early 90s with
We didn't do the podcast in the early 90s.
Nope.
My brother and I got inspired by Mighty Ducks, and we decided to we had rollerblades at the time when rollerblades were big, and we took our stepdad's golf club.
when aren't rollerblades?
And
That's
we
a
lived
good-
in the country,
the
so
80s.
people had these really long asphalt driveways. And
Totally.
we'd play impromptu street hockey games.
I hope the driveway
we ended up
was flat.
destroying our stepdad's clubs, and he was pissed. And in the end, we got okay at rollerblading, but we
Not at
sucked
golf.
hockey.
Yeah.
Right.
So my question to you guys is, the way that pop culture is now, there's a lot of people creating a lot of creative content, whether it's art or tattoos or
Tattoos are.
sculptures or patches
Sure.
or anything like that.
For sure.
Of all the things that you've seen thus far, what has been your favorite, or like what's been your favorite interpretation of you or the things you've done?
Oh,
or the
sure.
movies you've
Oh,
been
I get
in
it.
and
I get
TV
where he's
shows?
going now. You can pause it.
There's been some really good fan art. A local artist. We stopped on the recommendation of an electric buddy who comes from Ohio. We stopped at a place in Cleveland called the Parkview Nightclub that had a real cool vibe to it.
That
we just
place was dope.
yeah, we had some good food and some good beer, and turned out that a couple of guys working in the kitchen were not gingers, but were big fans of the show. And we took a picture with them, and we signed a couple of prints for them that were by a local artist. That one was of Mr. Tasty and one was of Artie that just really popped.
Yeah, they were
There's
really
some
cool.
there's just been some really great fan art. I think has been the best thing that we've seen.
Yeah, we should start doing that on Fridays or something. Posting
Friday
Instagram, Twitter.
fan art, you know?
Oh
that?
yeah, I
That's
got a
an
bunch.
alliteration.
I always, anytime anybody has a tattoo, I take a picture of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
if
we'll
they
start
let
doing
me.
that. That'd
I
be good.
ask for consent.
That's good.
Always.
Permission is good.
Always
Yeah.
ask for permission before you take a picture of somebody's tattoos, or for doing anything to somebody that they're not aware of.
Just ask for
Right.
permission.
Just ask for permission.
Just clear it beforehand, because then you really it's tough to get in trouble that way.
Just remember, guys, cosplay is not consent.
This is Comic-Con is in town in New York this week, so let's all keep our razor-tipped adamantium claws to ourselves and hope that Magneto doesn't rip it out of our skeleton.
I wish that was a Dragon Ball Z reference, but it's not. But here's the rest.
There was a two people in Lansing, Michigan, when we were on our little tour that both had matching Artie tattoos,
Oh,
which I did take a picture of. Which
Oh, yeah.
I'll send to
Oh
you.
yeah,
put
way
on
to
the
go,
website.
Dan. I remember Dan was one of them.
That was, I couldn't believe that. And
Mm.
it's like, who does that? You guys are both best friends, and you got the same Artie tattoo.
That's awesome.
on the same leg,
Without knowing about it on the
right?
same
Just
day.
separately
That's
on the
amazing.
same day.
what? I didn't know that. That's
Yeah, move on. That's why. Hit play.
crazy.
Press play.
Here's another question.
Psych, sucker.
This one is to Mike. When you were filming Slackers, what is it like to be that like crazy, insane kind of character and kind of be like the spy, maniac, wild card guy?
Sure.
And what inspired that?
Sure. I guess I envision my character as a closeted gay ninja. I had been traveling in Japan during the summer, and I had I was really big on Ghost Dog, that
Oh yeah, that's
that Jim Jarmusch
yeah.
movie on the previous summer. It was the summer of '99, and
Ghost World or Ghost Dog.
Ghost Dog.
Ghost Dog,
Yeah,
okay.
not Thora Birch, neither Thora nor Scarlett, but Forrest Whitaker. And that's actually one of my lines I improv'd in the movie. I say Forrest Whitaker because he was like the first actor that came to my mind when we were doing that scene. And yeah, it just came to be that way. There were a few different things that having worked with the director before, Dewey Nicks, we did the Ameritrade commercials before. I was able, or he asked me to improvise some stuff, and you see some of the results on screen.
But not bad. But was there like a?
Didn't know that the Ameritrade director was also the director for Slackers.
There you go.
Yeah.
He also directed the Cherry Coke commercial that I did. If you recall that one.
Wow, he really enjoyed himself. Some Michael C. Morona.
It wears off.
It
know what I mean?
does. Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Big ups to you guys. 5 years strong on the podcast.
That's right.
29 years strong between you and I.
Thanks for the question.
Yeah, thanks for
And
giving
the autoerotic asphyxiation.
Oh
follow-up.
no! It was just autoerotic fan fiction. Oh wait,
No, just erotic fan fiction. Yeah,
yes.
that's better. Thank you.
All right, here's another one. This one's shorter, much shorter, kind of weird. Let's.
This is Chip Woolery. I'm looking for a Digman Bronco. I was told to call this number.
Oh,
Looking
Digman
for
Bronco.
a, Digman Bronco. Again, this is Chip Woolery looking for Digman Bronco.
Dignan. It's okay. It's Dignan.
No
It's
question.
It's Duignan. Dignan Bronco. I may have had a stuffy nose when I said it, but I swear I meant to make him French Irish.
I'm
That's
lost.
you.
You
You're
were
Dignan
Digman Bronco.
You're Dignan
Remember, that was your-
Bronco.
your,
That's your rock name.
Your rock star name. Mine was
What?
Heavy Left Foot or something. What was
Digman Bronco.
You were Dignan Bronco, dude.
I don't
Man.
remember that.
too much green room for one guy?
Yeah,
this guy.
Where
too
was
much
that?
green
When
room.
was that?
It was on one of our episodes.
Columbus,
I gave you guys
somewhere during the
names.
tour?
No, I gave you guys all names. No, it was an episode we recorded here.
Oh,
I decided that you would be.
oh, it
Dignan
must have been right
Bronco.
before the tour then. I don't know.
Thank you.
But yes,
Anywho, I don't. You know those names just bounce off of me like all the other names I was
Chip.
called in school.
Chip, I salute. Maybe with a little bit more force now that you wear so many black T-shirts.
I'm not going to comment on that.
Thanks for the call, Chip. I understood what you meant.
All right, here's no.
I wish I did. I'm sorry, Chip.
Danny, Mike,
Yes.
Jeremy,
Yes,
I have some musical questions for you.
go ahead.
Danny Cambrelli, in the Pete and Pete Season 1 or 2 DVD, you're wearing a Primus hat
Yes.
instead of your patented little Pete hat.
Correct.
What up with that? Couldn't find the hat?
No.
What up with that,
Well, I'll tell you what up with that, sir.
Danny?
That hat had more than a Primus fucking patch on it.
It had lice.
No, it did not.
Storage.
It had a Pantera
Ooh.
patch on the back.
Oh, dude.
It had a Megadeth
It was a
patch
fitted,
on one
It was a
side,
fitted hat,
and it had a Slayer patch on the other side.
right? It
And
was a
guess-
fitted hat.
And guess who fucking did the sewing? Me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say Iggy Pop.
No, I did. That was the most meticulous sew job I've ever done my whole life.
But how was that? You didn't wear with all those patches in the episode, did you? You're just saying later in the hat's life. You put more patches.
it was never in any episode.
it
that
wasn't
was
in
just
any.
that was
Okay.
just
Life,
us
bro.
taking a picture
It was
that
life,
they
bro.
Gotcha.
that Nickelodeon decided to use and put on the front cover of that thing. It had
They
nothing to
ran-
do with
Gotcha.
anything.
They took it and ran.
that
with
was
it,
a
bro.
promo shot.
Oh, okay.
That was
I
a
didn't know
promo
was
shot that
an
if you guys ever come see us at Comic-Con conventions that you can have for
That's
yourself.
right.
We'll sign,
For
we'll
one
sign
low
it
price.
for you.
We'll sign it for you.
Here's a
We
couple
call
more.
that the unauthorized Primus shot.
Yeah. Unauthorized, I think we call it for short.
And, Mike,
Go ahead.
I know you throw up the Japanther dudes. I'm just interested in what you used to do in the Brooklyn punk rock community.
Okay. Haven't. I went to see a Japanther show a long time ago. I think they've had a couple other bands since then. Ian, I know, went here, and I don't know what's up with Riley. The Brooklyn punk scene continues to be cool. I am not part of it. I'm not the guy going to shows enough. The last
When was the last time you went to ABC No Rio?
it's not there, dude. It doesn't count.
Is it really gone now?
Yeah.
Really?
Have you been?
I thought
I
it was-
haven't been to ABC No Rio in years, but I didn't think it was gone.
I
So
think it's been gone for a while.
it's also not in Brooklyn.
It's not in Brooklyn.
The last awesome show I went to was with Dan, was Ween, like a few months back, and that wasn't
Was that
punk.
the last concert you went to?
No, I've seen shows since then, but
the last
Yeah.
memorable thing.
so I don't-
As punk as Ween can be. we saw it.
That's their new album coming out soon.
So what I can tell you about Brooklyn is come and see a show.
Okay, here's
In conclusion, Brooklyn is a land of contrasts.
okay.
And I remember, Jeremy, you said you set up a show for the Carrie Nations at your old house. Tell us about this old punk house you used to live in.
Oh, yeah.
I'm interested. I'm all ears.
I'm
Standing by.
interested. What a nice guy.
What a nice.
He wants to hear
Call.
about you.
What a nice guy. I lived in a house called Punk 101. No. Punk 101 was one house. The Legion of Doom was another house. I lived in the Sweet Life, which was a whole nother house. But yeah, the Columbus
How'd you spell that?
Sweet Life.
Yeah.
It's ZACKANDCODY.
Not fair.
I think it was just normal old sweet life. That's what the tattoo on my ankle reflects. But yeah, that was a very interesting, amazing time for weird punk music in Columbus in Ohio, and I got sort of drenched with all this amazing basement shows that had bugs and beers and people swinging, and yeah, pretty amazing. But
Swinging,
check out.
as you mean like swinging from the rafters,
Yes.
or swinging they were.
I haven't tried that other one yet. Yeah,
Okay.
but you know the weekend's coming up. But yeah, I remember Carrie Nations I mentioned because it's one of the not only one of the best shows I've ever seen, but one of my favorite sort of punk bands of that era. That sort of doesn't. It's hard to find these days, but look it up. Carrie Nations.
We just missed an I Hate God show in Cincinnati.
True.
We did
Yeah.
at the
True.
Northside Yacht Club. Oopsies. They were paralleling us on a couple things. They were at Mohawk Place.
Shouldn't have been
They were-
teasing us like that.
Yeah. It's like that one time that I did the All That Music and More Festival in '99, and I crisscrossed Fish, and I got to meet their fucking security
I was gonna say
guard
you
and got
crossed
free tickets for the rest
Lollapalooza,
of my
right?
life.
Hmm.
Sweet.
Did you? Is that how you got married to? Never mind.
At a fish show.
Gonna
Okay.
get married at a fish show?
Want to do another?
I mean, we're doing it, aren't we?
Hey, Danny and Mike and Jeremy. Just calling to say, hey, the podcast is awesome. Been listening on my drive home. And just want to let you know how much of an impact Pete had on me as a kid growing up in that perfect time frame. You guys are amazing. Keep doing awesome things. I love you both and probably wouldn't be where I was today without your guidance
Whoa.
and emotional
Oh,
television support.
yeah.
Stay awesome, guys. See you later.
Thank you.
No question at all. Just some
Can
fan
we?
love.
Thank
Just
you
some
so much.
fan love.
Maybe Microsoft founder the Paul Allen could send you something from Texas. That would be so nice. Thank you, Paul.
Wow.
Yeah. So there you go.
Well,
There's
that's-
another round of.
That was a
rousing
nice.
round
I
of-
think that's like
you,
the
Thank you
nicest.
for those voicemails.
I
They're
think that was the
very
nicest
nice.
voicemail we've ever
Yes, I think
received
so,
there at
too.
the end, especially for the guy with his, except for the guy with his mother. That was a real.
Well, I sort of feel bad for him.
The mom. I
i.e.
feel bad for the
i.e.
mom, too.
Who is also him. So
we
it's
don't
hard-
know that, Danny.
Oh, I know that.
Are you talking about the Alfred Hitchcock film Psycho?
Mm.
Rear Window Psycho.
Wing.
Oh, it's a rare
Mashup.
crossover. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for sending all those in, and the
Especially the really nice one at the end.
good
Very
way to wrap
nice.
them up, huh?
That's a nice way to wrap it
That's
up.
a nice.
It's like
You know
go-
what? And it's funny because when we were doing these live shows, it was like we were having live in person voicemail readings like we do here,
Right.
but only in real time
Oh yeah.
without,
The
having a different,
voicemail part,
having
yeah.
it,
Without a
sound
phone.
not as funny.
Yeah, without a phone in between.
without a
us.
phone, and unfortunately, we didn't record them. But
Well,
did
But we
do
got
nice-
him up here. We got him up here,
Hey.
and that's what counts.
I think it was nice
For the
that we
listener, I'm
did
pointing
that.
in my head.
You were for the listener. He was pointing.
I was
at his head.
tapping my head even.
That's right.
I like doing the Q&A at when we did these live shows.
A lot of fun.
We had some good questions, and I like the fact that we set up every
I was gonna say.
time telling everyone our least favorite questions and to act accordingly.
And maybe we should have a voicemail phone at the live shows for people to leave us voicemails.
I mean, they
That is-
can
that's it right
afterwards
there.
just to. Oh, you mean like still do it in real time?
Well, no, that they could just
No.
at the show. They could
At the
call
show
us,
they
or
can
could
call and
us
be
up.
like, "Hey,
From the
Danny
audience?
and Mike,
Yeah.
you're sucking right now,
Yeah.
big time.
Or
Your
pick it up,
Peaches for
pick
Seniors,
it up. Yeah,
your Peaches for Seniors sketch
I
blows."
thought that was a lot of fun. Anyway,
Jeremy's
we
toes
love
are purple.
we love your
moms against what was it?
moms against
No, drunk
no,
moms.
uh,
against-
train
Drunk moms
drinking.
against no
weed moms against drunk
train
drivers.
against
Oh,
train
weed mom against train drinking.
Yeah, it was too-
We're matted.
too specific.
I mean,
Yeah, we cut that one before we even got to Delaware.
if we wanted to, we could give them a little taste of what was been. Do a little PSA here.
Choo
I don't know, what do you think? Is that too much to ask?
chugga. Choo choo. Man, I love drinking in this train car. Man, nobody can mess with me. I'm loving going home drinking.
Is this always happening to you?
Oh, glug, glug, glug. Oh,
God.
man, I'm
The
losing my
guy in
equilibrium.
front of me is drinking so much alcohol on the train.
Chugga.
Even though it's allowed, it doesn't mean that you should drink that much. Oh, he just puked all over the floor. I'm calling my mom.
Hey, what's that neat smell?
Hey, Mom? Mom, yeah.
Yes,
I'm in this
honey.
Oh, Mom, are you smoking again?
No, honey. What is it?
It sounds like you're smoking, Mom. I just wanted to let you know that it might smell like beer, but it wasn't me.
Were you drinking on the train, honey?
No, never would. Never
Thank
would.
God. I love you, honey. I'll be there to pick you up in 15, 20, 25 minutes.
Well,
I don't know.
No, you should call an Uber because if you're smoking and driving, it's dangerous. Okay,
Fuck
Mom?
Uber, honey. Call a Lyft.
Okay,
They
well-
suck too. Call Juno.
Okay, we'll call Juno. Okay, Mom, thanks.
I love you.
Brought to you by the 2018 Gentle Juggalo Association. Fuck, I already missed it. Drunk
Oh,
moms for dumb dads. What was it? Stoner
Jesus
moms for drunk
Christ.
wiener dogs.
You have derailed. You wouldn't have gotten paid if that happened in the live show.
Wow.
Bet your ass I would have gotten
I would have
paid.
James Browned you, man. I would have fined you for that shit.
We would have taken up a
boy.
collection for you from the audience.
Can you imagine doing that? Imagine being a band leader and like you just fucking you hear one bad note, you bam, you're bummed $50. Bam,
What-
that's $100.
What if they hit it and quit it correctly? Do you get a bonus?
No, that's
Well,
the thing.
I don't
That's
see
the
how
thing.
you could. Yeah,
That's
it's not
your
fair.
Mike. That's beautiful.
Right?
That's exactly right.
That's why just
If
fair's
James
fair.
Brown was
Fair's
going to
fair.
go around there and deduct people for bunk
You
notes,
should get bonuses.
then you should get bonuses for dope ass
that's
solos
valid.
and fucking hitting it and quitting it.
Thank you.
We used to have a cursing jar, right? Danny, you brought us a present of a cursing jar that's still up here on the.
Oh,
the
yeah.
You guys,
podcast
you
shelf.
guys had a swear jar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we haven't really utilized that. At
No,
all.
because everybody cusses here anyway.
Everybody
Actually, I do remember Mike while we were on tour. If I said if I threw down some f bombs, you would like correct me and like you were my mom. Like whoa, can't. It's like whoa.
Yeah, at the live show, I wanted to kind of, I'm always angling for selling
You're
the
looking.
television
You were
rights.
looking for
I
PG-13
was
and not
thinking about the,
R.
I was thinking about the television rights. Yeah, we're going to sell this to airlines, so we just want to keep it very bland.
How bland is it?
Like when you find a stranger in the Alps, Walter.
This is what
Eating
happens
hummus. No, it's
when you
Find a stranger in the Alps.
Mm,
No.
no, I get it. Yeah,
Okay.
Lebowski.
Yeah.
Love that movie. Saw it twice. No, I've seen it all times. My this is a weird thing. My buddy Tom, who used to stay around.
We
the
can
Celtic
still
King.
smell Tom in this
That's
room.
right. That's right. He just got married, and that's the song that they that they danced to. That was their first dance.
Congratulations.
The Bob Dylan version, the slowy. Yeah,
Congratulations to Sandra and Tom.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Congrats, Tom.
big shout outs.
You've
I was
been
in the wedding. Yeah. Oh, it was a busy. It was a busy.
It's been a busy
summer.
wedding season
Yeah,
for you, my
yeah.
friend.
Did you wear your Tamborelli specials?
Oh, he had to wear his own.
No, but speaking of wearing,
Did they already have your measurements?
in the black tux, no,
Jeremy,
it was off.
who had the better? Just be honest. Who had the
can't.
better suit?
Nice.
Who had the better suit? Who had the better tux that you had to don for your?
It was
for
you, Dan.
That's not convincing. Okay, which one was the most affordable?
Yours?
Damn, Skippy.
Yeah,
Nice.
That's how I-
Actually,
that's how I
Mike's
treat my
because I
friends.
didn't have to pay anything. So,
Also, my marriage didn't last very long.
That's
so
right.
that's fair.
but
Wait a second. Were you a witness at his wedding?
He was nothing at my wedding.
No, I was nothing.
It was not even an
Neither were you.
afterthought.
But I was going to say, just keep this conversation going. There was you talking about clothing. I want to go get something to show you guys.
Uh-oh. Well, Danny couldn't make me wear anything other than what I wore.
For the listener, Jeremy is hobbling on one foot and a cast
Oh, man.
to try to get something out of his room.
I'm guessing it's a
perhaps.
scratcher for his cast must be itching him really bad.
Guys, can you imagine how disgusting his foot is right now?
All those poor little hungry hippos bumping up against each other with nothing to eat.
A whole week of dirty clubs setting up, all the herpes that were on the stage.
And then 3 days more of dirty clubs setting up, and then a night of locking yourself out of the minivan.
oh God.
And that
I mean,
panic sweat that kind of soaks in.
as he hobbles back to his seat.
Go ahead, Jeremy. Open it up.
You guys just talking about me hobbling the whole
What'd
time.
what'd you get? What'd you get, Hobbles? Let's see.
Okay, so this is another girlfriend shout out, but she's been doing some great things. This she got me for my broken foot. and it says it's a red T-shirt with a white bubble.
It says,
We take the fifth metatarsal very seriously.
Stop it.
Period.
Did she make it?
is that a custom
She made
T-shirt?
it online. Yeah.
Wow.
So what a girlfriend. Yeah.
What
Thank
was,
you, Marla.
Was
I
that a
love you.
quote
Wow.
from me?
That was a quote from my doctor being like, you could go on tour, but you could also screw up your foot for life.
Let's see, Jeremy.
So she got 3 of them. She got one for each of us, so we could all wear them together.
That
Or
didn't
is this the
happen,
only
I don't
one?
think. Yeah, I think it was just that one.
Okay,
unfortunately.
so
I really
I'm
appreciate
saying-
you giving this. to
Yeah, I know
me.
it's a large, but
I'm
it's
going-
not.
So I'm going to enjoy wearing it Monday and Wednesday.
Cool. Yeah, here you
There
take
you
it
go.
Monday, Wednesday.
Thank you.
I'll wear it Tuesday, Thursday,
I'll do the
and we'll
weekends.
just wash.
You will do the weekends.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks for that. Thought it was very funny
What a
because
nice
that was
lady.
yeah.
What a sweet kid.
Yeah. She, I think she knew the tour was long and tough, and that's a little humor in the
Guys.
light of everything. So
Guys, all things considered,
Nice metatarsal.
Oh,
there's
man,
nothing. The only thing tough about this tour was you breaking your
Yeah.
foot,
and
and then also locking us
locking
out.
keys.
Yeah, I think the only thing tough about this tour was crossing Indiana so many times
that was tough too.
Guys,
and not seeing the rest of this great nation is all.
Well,
Is all
you
I'm
know-
trying to say.
there's if we had another 11 days, we could have easily gotten across the country.
Yeah, the
I could have gotten my charger back from Mishawaka.
And listen, I don't. This might. Be, we've been talking about it online a little bit, but I don't think that's going to be the last tour we do.
Man, I hope not.
in the
No.
future,
No,
pretty
I'd love
soon.
to do it. Everybody had a great time.
Thinking about maybe spring or something, right? Yeah, so
Something we'll
keep your
figure.
ears
We'll figure
peeled.
out something. See personally, I'd like to go to the West Coast in the
Oh, yeah, when
January
it's
or February. When it's
nasty
shitty
here.
out here.
That's a good. That's a very
Be like,
valid point.
See ya.
Yeah, let's leave town.
Yeah.
Let's take 10 days and go to the Northwest and
Let's
down.
move to the country.
Gonna eat a lot of peaches.
Oh,
Just
back
you
to
and
peaches for
me.
seniors.
Peaches for seniors for the listener
one of our
was probably
favorite
our
bits.
favorite.
Thanks for
PSA
sticking with
we
us
do.
for the
Yeah.
listener through all of that. And we'll catch you again.
we'll do a peaches for seniors at some point.
Yeah, I think we should. It's a funny one, but well, any farting? Any farting thoughts?
anything further farther?
Farting thoughts.
Yes.
There were a lot of farts.
Yes, we're in a band. But yeah. So I guess that's. Thank you so much for calling in the voicemail.
I would like to know how many people, while leaving those voicemails, farted.
Yeah, I think it's a 5-to-1 ratio.
do you think?
1 to 5.
Ma, I'm don't mess up the adventure down here.
I think whoever was, whoever
Ma.
was doing like the shtick,
Yeah.
you get a little excited. You're calling in.
Well, maybe that'll be the next one.
calling in for Danny and Mike, and you're doing your shtick, and you're getting loud, and all of a sudden you let a couple fly.
You want to get nuts? Let's get
happens.
nuts.
Well, check us out on Patreon. Patreon.com/Danny and Mike with the N spelled out.
Yes.
Also on the Last Podcast Network. They have a couple great episodes up right now of the Last Podcast on the left, which I love and adore. Check that out.
We'd love to hear your input on our voicemail line, which is 347-470-8150 with the and spelled out.
You can find Michael C on the interwebs at Michael C. Morona, and Danny's at Danny Tamborelli on the Insta, at D Tamborelli on the Twits.
Right. That's right.
Also,
Hold on. Let me just. I'm gonna. I know
Cyber-squatting.
We did our Danny and Mike tour, and Johnson's doing a little tour again.
And my name's Jeremy. You
Somebody's
can find
gotta
me
plug.
at Remy Balin. That's what I was trying to do.
Somebody's
I know,
gotta
but
plug.
I was gonna plug, and then you get your name, and
Oh,
then you
okay.
plug your podcast.
go for
no,
it.
No, I'm sorry.
It's too late.
My mistake.
Jounce is going on tour.
That's right.
The end.
No,
For the rest of their lives.
finish your shtick. I'll do it at the end.
No, I
and
did
I'm
it.
gonna
We're
run
good.
down every
Yeah.
single. Well, no, you've got 2 podcasts, so
Well,
clearly.
check out the Bradshaw Boys. I was on that episode last week, and then
When's my episode coming out?
and then check out
when's
Fresh
Fresh
Beef.
Beef?
Our commercial.
Yeah, there'll
When's
be a
Fresh
Danny
Beef coming
Tamborelli episode coming out very soon. So check all.
That's the only
those
reason I'm plugging it,
things
because I
out.
want you to hear.
And this
my
is at
work.
D Tamborelli on the Twits.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you got going on, Dan?
Oh, you can go to @Jounce on Twitter or Jounce Music on Instagram and find out all of our dates for the end of October and beginning of November. Philadelphia, 1026.
okay.
Stanhope House in Stanhope, New Jersey on the 28th. Cafe 9 in New Haven on the 5th of November.
Pizza.
Yes, we will definitely eat pizza there.
We'll
We'll be at the Mercury Lounge on election night with Dave Hill's band Valley Lodge.
Valley Lodge. Can't wait
which
for
will
that
be a
one.
lot of fun. Then we'll be back to the old stomping grounds, Amityville Music Hall, where it all happened,
Where it
Jeremy.
all went down.
Then we'll be in New Hope at John and Peters on 11/8, and maybe Diener will show up again. We'll be in Atlantic City at Proud Mary's on 9th. And Yeah, that's it for now.
All right. Well,
Thank
go
you for
out-
letting me do that. I don't plug all the time.
No, it's good. You should. You should plug as much as you want to plug.
Plug.
Go check out Jounce on Twitter. There was a lot of questions about
Jounce.org.
Jounce when we were out and
There
about.
was,
So, what else? I guess that's going to do it. Check us out online, DannyandMike.com. And thank you so much for tuning in, y'all.
Mike, how's Liverpool doing?
They lost.
Bye. The Adventures of Danny and Mike stars Danny Tamborelli and Michael C. Marona. The show is produced by me, Jeremy Baylor. This podcast is part of the Last Podcast Network, which can be found at lastpodcastnetwork.com. Make sure to check that out for a ton of great shows. For more information on the guys, visit our website at dannyandmike.com. Also look us up on Twitter at Danny and Mike with the N spelled out, and on Facebook at facebook.com/The Adventures of Danny and Mike. Thanks for listening.